What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another wacky and wild episode of the Viall Files Reality Recap Edition. I am your host, Nick, joined by my very pregnant wife.
Let's go.
Yay! Twins.
It's twins. Can you guys believe it?
No.
That's awesome.
But
Neither
yes,
can I.
'cause I've seen it.
Neither can I. Shocking.
What were you guys feeling when you found out that it was twins?
Did you think it was going to be twins?
Oh my God,
No.
no. Of course not.
Well, funny story.
Funny story.
Funny story. Wait, you tell it.
Nick's sister, 6 years ago.
Oh, big win for the mediums.
Big win
Let's
for the
go.
psychics out there.
Love.
When Nick and I first started dating, okay? He was like, I'm never getting married. Like, I don't even want to date you.
Whoa,
And
Jesus,
he's
how did it
like,
start it off?
sorry.
You were harsh, my
But
guy.
no. He's like, my sister, how funny is this? Like, my sister saw this psychic and she said the brother closest to you is going to have twins. Brother closest to his sister Maria is Nick.
Both in age and in relationship.
Wow.
Okay.
There was no wiggle room.
There was
for
no one else.
interpretation.
It could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And so this whole time since I'm like that, it's always in the back of my head of like, oh, that was so crazy. I'm not really like a typical psychic believer, but still sitting back there,
Mhm.
still in the noggin. And so when I got pregnant with River, it crossed my mind. And now, of course, I go to this ultrasound by myself.
Why were you by
I
yourself?
didn't want to come.
No, it's
Where were you?
he was with our daughter.
By myself.
In studio.
It's because it was so unfortunate that, of course, this is the one that, we don't, River's down for a nap. I think we had a flight to catch later that day. So we were like, we really need her to nap right now. Nick's home with her while she's napping, can't leave her and just watch the monitor, So I was like, it's right up the road. I'll just go and FaceTime you while I'm there, whatever. And then, of course, as soon as I enter the room, it's like no videoing, no recording, no phones allowed. Leave your phone in your purse, turned off airplane mode. And I'm like,
Absolutely no exceptions.
yeah.
Because you don't want to put out your own HIPAA, but you don't
I
want to violate
honestly
yourself.
don't
kind of
know
thing?
why they do that.
Looking out for the.
I think it's is it the equipment and stuff maybe perhaps
Who knows?
the
It's right under the TV screen that you look at of your. I don't really know why they do it, but it had been a long time since I had gotten good news with an ultrasound, right? So I was very, very nervous, and I was already in tears by the time I'm under the thing. And she goes in and she's like, okay, there is one gestational sac with a baby. And I'm crying, I'm like, oh my God, I see the little heartbeat going.
Oh
And
my
I'm like, oh
God.
my God, oh my God. And then she's like, and there is another. So twins. And then I just was like, no, I wish my husband was here. I was just so heartbroken that he wasn't in that moment with me, And so then, of course, I'm trying to figure out.
I'm texting
he's
her. I'm
texting me,
what's
how
going
is it?
on?
Yeah.
I'm a
Were
little
you
nervous.
how am I going to tell him?
Literally, I'm like, why? I can't do this over text.
So
you
she
know?
doesn't reply
I don't
to my
reply.
text, and I'm like,
Oh,
this
no.
can't be good.
Yeah.
This can't be good.
Then I am I'm 5 minutes from the house. I'm just gonna tell him when I get home.
Oh, no.
He of course hears me pull into the garage. He comes out. I'm
Crying.
crying, of course.
God, Nick.
no.
So
Nick's in a bad
no.
headspace.
I'm like, no.
I mean, Natalie.
What was my other option?
Yeah,
You know,
true.
be like,
You could have been like,
"It's
everything's
twins."
okay. I'll tell you all about it when I get home.
Okay.
Sorry. Not helpful.
That was her first guess. That was her first try. She didn't even have to brainstorm that one.
I was just, not in that headspace. I was a little caught off
Silence.
guard.
Silence. And then tears.
Yeah.
To be fair, you did just find out you had twins.
Thank you.
No,
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah.
Thank you. Was very shocked.
Yeah.
So I have to wait for the email. I'm like, I don't want to go home and not be able to show him
Oh,
the twins on the ultrasound. So I'm waiting for the email.
you're taking a little
AKA
extra time.
Taking a little extra
Crying
time.
in her car.
Crying in the car.
And Nick is standing in the garage watching Natalie just sitting there in the car. The doors are locked. He's like, open it. Let me in.
Knocking on the window. No, not yet. And so all I do is show him the ultrasound, and he's like, what is this? I don't know. What's happening? What can you just tell me? What is this? Twins?
Because in any ultrasound, they print out.
She's
50
crying. Here's the
pictures.
ultrasound. He's like,
but is this good? And then he's like, what? Twins? Because of course it says like baby A, baby B.
oh, so you noticed.
I did.
You noticed.
It took me about
Took him
10
a minute.
seconds to
He read.
process.
Mm-hmm.
I read.
Look at you.
Wow. Proud of you.
When in doubt, read.
I mean, I was thrilled.
But like, what went through your mind like when you put it all together? Like,
Honestly, I was just happy for a clean bill of health, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm like just making sure Natalie's okay. You
Right.
know, there was, I imagine for the ladies out there, that's a lot of information to process. Little,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I'm more just like, yay, kids, you know, like we get to catch up. But, you know, I was curious how she felt about it because
did he do a good job?
How did you feel about it?
I mean, of course, I'm just like pure shock. I think honestly, I'm still in shock. The people that I've talked, like my sister has twins, Nick's sister has twins. I know some people, some friends that have twins, and I've kind of like reached out to them being like, I am so scared. Like I crushed one newborn phase,
Mhm.
like one baby, 2 arms, I can do that. But like
4
2
hands.
crying babies plus toddler, I'm so scared. And everyone was like, I didn't fully grasp twins until like a year after they were born. Like it just is a process, it's a journey. But I mean, obviously we're just like overall so excited.
3 under 3 like that. You guys are the new Danny and Nia.
Leia's also has twin siblings.
I do have twin siblings. They're best friends. It's such a beautiful thing to, as the singleton, to watch your 2 siblings
you're the
be
river.
best friends. Yeah, I'm the river.
Were you first?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Literally?
Almost the exact same age difference too.
Really?
2 years. Yeah. I mean, it's awesome. We're all super close because we're all really close in age also. And
I also do want to say, like, for all of the families out there who have struggled through miscarriages and are waiting on their rainbow baby, I know this is like, you don't want to listen to this. This is like hard to hear that, I remember seeing that. Getting on Instagram and seeing everyone doing their pregnancy announcements. And it was just like, why not me? Why is this, it's hard to, you're happy for other people, but you're also like, I want that for myself so bad. And so for anyone who's listening, who's waiting on your rainbow baby, just don't give up hope. It's there. They're coming. I just don't want you to be discouraged or lose hope because I was there. I was in that tunnel and it was dark and you find a way out. And I just, it was such a process for us. We luckily had a doctor who was like, I want you to see a fertility specialist. 3 miscarriages at your age is not normal, especially having a healthy baby at home. And so we went to Dr. Carolyn Alexander here in Beverly Hills. If anyone is looking for one, she is truly amazing. And we ran a ton of tests. We did everything that she could think of, and everything came back very normal. Nick is exceeding expectations over there. So it definitely wasn't him. And,
That was a first.
yeah.
I thought you were ready to take it though.
Nick got an A+. And it was kind of to a point where it was like, I just want something. Like, let's just find out what it is. And everything just kept coming back normal. And then she decided to run a test that I think they stopped testing for and found out that I have 2 blood disorders, gene mutations. One is called PAI1. The other one is called TEG, T-E-G. And I had to go to a hematologist to run more tests about this. And they basically my blood attacks the fetus. And so that's why we always refer to River as like our miracle baby, because it's like, how did that not happen to
Right.
her?
Yeah.
It's like, if this is something that's in my blood that my body does, like, it's crazy that we had no problems with her. So our plan of action has been, I take shots of blood thinners in my stomach every single day.
So,
Wow. Are you still doing that now?
I still do it. I will do it my entire pregnancy.
Wow.
not
I also take an aspirin every day. So the aspirin helps with the TEG. The blood thinners help with the PAI1. So yeah, it's been quite the journey. And I think Nick and I, with River, I feel like we took it all for granted. Like in this one, it's kind of like every cramp I feel or it's always like,
There are definitely some scary nights, yeah.
Yeah.
There's been some scary nights, yeah. But yeah, very present and just very grateful for every piece of good news that we get. Like leaning on the scientific side of everything has made the losses feel a little bit easier.
I was going to ask is how has it been processing the difference between the pregnancies and especially having to do these injections and whatnot. But
Yeah.
I'm like obviously very much worth it.
Totally worth it.
Yeah.
I think the shots early on, before I was showing, before I felt them kick or flutter or anything, it's like still is, a daily reminder of like everything that we've lost. But I think we see miscarriages and everyone sees this differently. Everyone processes this differently. But I've always seen it as like the baby wasn't ready to come. And so we got 2 of our 3. So I think that makes it easier to process and kind of move through this pregnancy with a little bit more joy and hope.
Well, listen, I think it's just, kind of like what I said on Tuesday's episode. You just never know what life brings you. And we wouldn't be in this position that we are today, if some of these tragedies that we experience hadn't happened. And it's not like you're not glad for those tragedies, but like life has a way of working itself out. So I think we're just very grateful for, the position we're in right now.
I also think that information, I mean, it's going to be so helpful for a lot of people because I think a lot of the times a lot of people generalize the ideas of miscarriages as if it's just something that happens where it's like, oh, there's the science behind it is like, oh, because of your blood type or whatever it may be, where I'm like, I think that that's really pertinent information for people to know that it's like, hey, like maybe we do need to go see a specialist and figure this out. And it's not just a me problem, you know what I mean? That it's like there is a solution to it,
Yeah,
Totally.
Natalie, I think you're so brave and it's so, great that you are sharing this publicly because, like you said, the doctor tested for something that they don't even test for anymore. And you discovered this blood thing that you couldn't even have imagined existed. And it's possible that somebody listening here has the same thing and they would not have known to even test for it. So thank you for sharing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard not to make it feel so fortuitous for, twins, given everything that happened, seems.
I'm excited for the chaos happening at y'all's house.
Yeah, oh my God. Are you prepared?
Chaos.
A little overwhelming,
will be
It's
chaos.
like, I don't know how.
This might be far ahead. Are you gonna like do the thing where you dress them all, where you dress both
Yes,
of them the same?
100%.
Awesome. But like, are you gonna choose like different colors for each of them, or are they gonna be like exactly?
We will
the
be
same?
dressing the same constantly.
That
Yeah.
rocks.
You two as well?
Yes,
Yeah.
you
I
two
have a
and
choice.
River.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
We will
River,
all be dressed
5
the
of you.
same
The
outfit.
Von Trapp family.
Yeah.
Yes,
Same with
we
Steve and
will.
Jeff. Everybody
Steve
in
and
the
Jeff
family
as well.
wearing
Steve
the
and Jeff
same
will
thing.
also
Yeah.
be included.
I'm predicting in
What
your
are they gonna do?
I'm predicting in your future a lot of trips to amusement parks.
Oh my God! One day you guys are
Sierra.
gonna be able to watch the Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger movie Twins with them.
There she goes.
Yes, there she is. Hi, Mare.
Hi. That's all I have to say.
That
We need a
is
cinematic
true.
reference. Thank you.
My lips now sealed.
Well, congrats.
Yes,
Yeah,
congrats.
congratulations. So happy for you guys. I'm just twins is amazing. I'm sure it's going to be a handful and a lot to deal with and not going to be easy, but
It's nice to be able to finally just tell people, too. Because at first it was like, a little scary at first. We told some friends. And then it's just like, obviously, with finding out, twins are coming, it's like overwhelming and scary. And how you're excited, but you're just like, how do we execute?
yeah.
on
Like
this?
we're going
Like-
from 1 to 3 children.
I can
and
imagine it's the only thing you're thinking about. Like,
Yeah.
Well, just
how am I
doing the
gonna do
show
this?
and like we travel a lot for work and we're very lucky to be as busy as we are. And we really, especially with River, we really focused on obviously being present parents and being involved, but like continuing our very exciting, very busy life.
Yeah.
And we certainly hope to do that as and everyone does. But when, it's like, you don't know how your life's going to change or how you're going to be able to manage, your current way of life with when 2 more kids show up.
I've definitely been like leaning on a lot of moms with twins of like asking them their processes and like what they're doing because it's like it feels impossible. It feels for someone who is going from 1 to 3 twins, like the idea of it. And every video I've seen is like, I wish I could hug the version of me that was so scared of this. And it's like the mom like breastfeeding both of her twins or like just crushing it. She's got such a routine and schedule with them. And like, she's like, I wish I could hug that version of me that was like terrified and thought I couldn't do this. You know, and we were obviously just in Mexico. And it felt like everyone we talked to there randomly also had twins. And so we were like picking their brain of like.
Yeah, we met this lovely couple on the beach who asked to take a picture with us. They're like, would you like us to take a picture?
Family photo.
Family photo.
Yeah. And she
And
had
she
her
was
belly
pregnant.
out.
Yeah.
So she asked me when I was due. I asked when she was due. And then she was due before me. And I'm like, well, I'm having twins. That's why I'm so much bigger than you are. She just had the sweetest, tiniest little bump. And she was like, oh my gosh, our 3-year-olds are twins. And then we were like, what have you been
You're
doing?
going to start noticing this everywhere, though. It's like when you're looking for a car and there's like
So
a car
true.
on your mind, you just start seeing it
Seeing it
everywhere.
everywhere.
Like when
You're
you
gonna
break up with
I was
your
going to say your
ex.
ex-boyfriend's
Yeah.
car. Yeah, to be
It's like, why does
specific.
everyone drive this car?
A Ford Explorer from 2008? How original.
Well, I could give you my mom's number, and I'm happy to talk to
Please.
River. My parents got me a dog as my twin, but you already have,
We have
two.
two.
So
Unfortunately,
She'll
can't
maybe
get
a
another
cat,
one.
hamster.
I think we'll get her a
goldfish.
cat.
I don't know.
We'll have to get her a cat.
Get her a cat.
You're gonna have to get her own twin eventually.
This will be good for her.
Yeah.
Like my sister was real pissed when I showed up.
Well, and she's still pissed that you're around. So.
I do think there is something so beautiful about like a family with siblings who have like differences, or like for me, like there's such like an age gap between me and my siblings, and it created such a different and special relationship with me and them. And I feel like with twins, like to be the single person and to be like someone with twins as siblings, that also creates kind of like this really interesting and special dynamic where it's like River gets her like little twins. You know what I mean? Like it's really sweet.
You're getting 2 baby dolls.
She's
They're
so
just
Yeah.
fine.
no, and
That's
she's
true,
so
yeah.
funny because she obviously like we talk about it, we tell her there's like the ultrasound pictures on the fridge, and we'll be like, River, how many babies are in Mama's belly? And she goes, 1, 2 babies. And
Aw.
she carries 2 baby dolls around, you know, like she's.
Oh, did you get her little baby twins?
For her birthday, I got her the Barbie set that has 2 twins, and it's like 2
Aw.
cribs, and it's 2. It's like
Aw.
I think it's called Skipper Babysitter. But yeah, she like will carry around 2 baby dolls, and she's just
I'm really happy for you guys. This is so exciting. This
And now
is
I
such
can
good
just,
news.
she's been really
I've been really
sucking
sucking in
in
over
on
here.
the show.
I've been sitting like this. I've been like this.
Now you can let it all out.
Let them out.
Let it out, mama.
Let them out.
Let it out, mama.
Thank you.
We are very grateful and appreciate all the support. We do have, once again, a fantastic episode lined up for y'all. Bailey Taylor from the new season of Summer House. She is a new cast member replacing
The other Bailey.
the other Bailey, who was in
Or
a fake
Who had a
relationship.
secret boyfriend and
Lexi, who came and went with a bang.
Mm.
Love Lexi. I think she did it perfectly.
She did it lovely.
Icon,
said-
human
Perfect.
legend.
But now we have Bailey to kick off this season, and it was a fun first episode.
Yeah,
I think
I
it was
like all the
great.
new cast
Kyle and
members.
Amanda really are going to give us their divorce season.
it is hard to
Yeah.
watch.
They fucking hate each other.
like I know it's always been like this, but it just now knowing that they're separated.
No, they're not even
it's-
pretending.
It's just and it's like the most uncomfortable. I
What-
can't imagine sitting at the table and like being around them, let alone like us like we're watching it on TV. I can't. you know,
Obviously, we'll
it's like-
talk about it, but is there a world where you guys are just grateful that Kyle and Amanda are willing to
Oh, of course.
show
Oh,
this?
no,
Absolutely.
And-
I want to
and
see
and
all of it.
are we willing to offer them both a little grace?
Why are you
Given
looking at
just
me?
like relationships are hard, and obviously we have our opinions about choices that some of them are
Yeah.
making in the marriage,
like
but
being a DJ.
I think everyone deserves grace.
yes,
for
but
sure.
I just like they're about to give us
a great season.
a great season
100%.
via their pain. I mean, truly, like that's not a divorce hard. It's,
well, they weren't divorcing while filming. They were still.
I don't think that these things don't just happen overnight. I
We're
just I
seeing the
don't
cracks.
I don't see I don't think that they showed up to this season throwing these types of jabs at each other if they didn't really think this was coming.
We did watch Amanda be like, I just want to have like a passion project, and then Kyle go on a full-on rant, call her a bitch, and be like, well, then I'm going to start a DJ, as if it was some sort of facetious joke. And the next thing you know, he's a fucking DJ and cares more about his DJ career than his marriage.
To Nick's point, though, there's a little bit of like a filter that's been dropped, and you can see them actually like speak what they're both feeling. I think
Yeah,
that's
they're
what
not
you're saying.
pretending anymore.
No, for sure.
I don't know. I'm
For
still
sure.
thinking season 2. Summer should be fun. Amanda, not fun, while she's sobbing.
Yeah, that's true.
'Cause
He
he's
has
poison.
always been like this.
The only
That is
difference
true.
is that now what we're seeing is that Amanda's over it. and
Amanda's
she's not
done.
taking this shit anymore.
Do we think next
Yeah.
season it'll be single Amanda,
And by
single
next
Kyle?
season, you mean in the
also?
city?
I was like, or do we think one will stay in the city and one will
Kyle's
do Summer House?
definitely staying in Summer House for sure.
Well,
Mhm.
I think Sierra and Amanda are kind of like, I think they'll go out together or stay together.
I think Sierra needs to make the jump to the
Yeah,
city
I think
and
both of the women.
give us a modern day Sex in the City with
Yes,
the women, and
absolutely.
then send it with Kyle in Summer House.
We also have Amir and Natasha from the Valley Persian Style to join us later this episode as well. The Valley Persian Style is really, it's
it's good.
It's
It's
good.
really
It's
good.
you guys are all catching on. We're very, very glad. We jumped on board fast, and it seems like many of you are catching along to the awesomeness that is the Valley Persian Style, and we are excited to have Amir and Natasha to talk about their time on the show. Also, do not forget to check out Viall Files Plus. Everything is ad-free now, including your update specials where you get updates on your favorite Ask Nick callers, your deep dives into your favorite reality TV shows and characters. Like,
time?
who's Bronwyn fucking these days? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Which we'll get to.
God, Bronwyn is my hero. And they're your pop extras, where we get into some pop culture topics that we didn't cover on Reality Recap. Go to viallfiles.com and check it out. You'll be glad that you did. Anyway, Bronwyn is out there. She's dating. She's got a man. Finally, we have a single housewife who is out there dating some hotties, getting her groove on, getting her groove back.
Yeah.
Also, I love that she is dating this model, Brandon Good, for a few weeks.
Yeah.
And they're like in the comments, like back and forth to each other, being cheeky, going out in public. She's like, sorry, guys.
This may work. It may not work. I don't know.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I'm going out.
getting that
We're
D.
getting in public. I'm not hiding with him. I'm going out.
I didn't see any photos of them until I saw it be announced, and then the second it got announced, it was like
flooded.
Christian Siriano posting stories, everybody with both
I
of
want
them.
to see Bronwyn sneak a couple hottie model men or women,
couple?
whatever she wants.
Thank you.
Honestly, it doesn't matter. 1,
Thank
2,
you.
3 into a girls' trip. I want that Bob coming out of whatever hotel room, just disheveled,
Activated.
just activated.
yeah.
The fuck
Just
out
a little
Bob.
glow of sweat. So what are we
could-
fighting about?
She's going to do something Heather Gay never could.
As excited as Nick is, Mary was devastated by
Oh,
this.
when I got this information, yeah, hey, listeners, by the way, I really want to get I made a Bronwyn and Whitney Good Luck Babe fan cam. I'm trying to get it to 100K on Instagram.
How's it doing?
95.
Oh,
It's
okay.
doing good. The people want to see it. And so I was kind of bummed when
Can
she
we?
did
Can
step
you
out.
make? Can you make a new one for Bronwyn and her new man?
No.
Oh, it's gonna
That
kill
goes
her.
against her
She
religion.
doesn't
goes against
support it.
No, her heart's not in
She
that
said
one.
no.
Celebrate her love.
Mary, you can make a fan cam about like how he came in and disrupted the relationship that could have been.
No, what it's going to be,
Be
it's
you
going to be
crying in the corner?
Whitney crying.
Whitney crying in the corner. It's going to be, no, because this isn't about me. This is about Whitney.
For sure.
For sure. And so what it's going to be is it's going to be Bronwyn and her new man. And then, and like I'll cut to and edit it so it looks like Whitney's just like,
Yes, that's what.
yeah. And then it's going to be The Subway by
And
Chapel
then you have
Roan.
Nick being like,
I'm just so happy. I'm so happy for her. You know, like divorce, a separation. It's hard, and fans can be mean.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen some mean stuff out there talking about our girl Bronwyn, and for her to just like embrace the single life,
Mhm.
go out there, live her best life. Don't know what's going on with her and Todd, but obviously, like I think, just say good for her. Like I'm happy that she's happy and she's having fun, and we just do not get to see a lot of housewives who are single like bring us into this part of their world, and I
Mhm.
think it's fun.
He said, Dorit, take notes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Dorit.
You said, I want to know that the housewives are getting like piped down.
Your words, not mine.
How do you think Todd handled this news?
I mean, I do hope that he was on a date.
That's what I think too. Yeah, I hope that it wasn't his cousin. I hope that he was the first one to go out on a date, and that it's like they're both separated and moving on with
I want
their
them all
lives.
to be happy.
Yeah.
Me too.
Todd needs somebody that's not on reality TV, and Bronwyn needs somebody that like will go to every fashion show. Maybe he's even in the fashion show.
In the mix.
And she's first front row.
Yes.
I do think the Roni, the E show that they just announced, Golden Life, is probably going to be this. It's in Palm Beach, but it's going to be them all. They're all single.
I don't
and
know
they're
if
all
I'm ready
dating.
for this.
That's gonna be
like
awesome.
hot rich people, probably.
It's gonna be
Ramona
awesome.
and Sonia Morgan return. to my
Angel.
television.
I am not a trophy wife.
I'm telling you guys, after you watch this new hit show called Age of Attraction that's coming out on Netflix March 11th, we're really going to be supporting our adult queens who may want to dabble
So true.
in the young hot model men arena.
So true.
I mean,
And I think if that is for you, God bless.
get in it.
Get in it.
Get in
Go
it.
have some fun.
Go have some
What it's
fun.
for.
Let people have fun.
Yeah.
You know?
the
Let's
boys have
bring
been doing
back
it for
fun.
centuries. It's now time.
Exactly.
So
Girlies,
true.
have fun. Do
Let's
whatever
run
you
wild.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who's
Run
having a
wild.
lot of fun right now?
Who?
Brittany Bateman on American Idol.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
She said, "And do you know who I am?" And it was crickets.
There's nobody though who could recover from that better than Brittany Bateman.
So true, actually.
She said, I'm,
She loves a bit.
Brittany is okay.
She's going to commit to a bit.
being the butt of the joke.
she
Yeah.
said, "I'm Brittany Bateman. You know who I am."
She said, I have an announcement. And they were all like, okay.
Carrie Underwood said she has a knife. And she does have a knife. So
Are
we
you gonna
gotta say good
I've
things.
met you somewhere before.
Yeah.
Before she walked in, they were like, "Why do you have a glass?"
What?
And she's like, "You'll know."
They're like,
You'll get
this is the wrong network. We don't.
Do you think she has copyrighted I have an announcement?
Ting, ting, ting.
She
Ting,
should.
ting, ting.
That might be tough. That might be tough.
I have
Ting,
an
ting, ting.
announcement,
It is
yeah.
very vague. Yeah.
Fairly common.
And I'm also curious what she's going to do with this trademark of high body count hair.
Probably nothing.
Probably just nothing.
She probably just got it to be petty.
Sell it to Angie.
She got
Well,
her airtime.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, she was on
Her
American
storyline.
Idol. She was there with her niece who was auditioning. And they sang together.
But why did they sing together if her niece was auditioning?
Yeah, I didn't feel
You
like it
know?
was necessarily a duet moment.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that they brought her on for the bit, and she had to sing if she was going there.
Yeah, I mean, she sang her name. I just kind of felt like the niece's auditions sounded really good, and she played the piano. But then there was like moments where like they were both singing together, and I was like, I don't know, that's how it's supposed to sound.
I thought the tune was good.
I don't know if that's how the song goes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Maybe it was just a creative choice, Sarah.
It was giving
guess.
cabaret. It was giving live in the moment.
it's giving like kind of cheating too, you know, like
kind of cheating. Like if she's not gonna,
participate, but I'm gonna help you audition.
yeah.
Her
What
niece
if
was really good though. I really liked her voice.
Did she get through?
I think she got the golden ticket, and then Ryan
Perfect.
Seacrest was like, "Are you still dating Jared?"
No way.
Oh, so someone new.
Mm-hmm.
They had to know.
Ryan
It's
shit.
couldn't give him a
it's gi-
heads up?
It's giving, I don't know who you are, but I know who you are.
Ryan
Yeah.
Seacrest knows who
Who's
you're
that?
dating.
Are you going to be on American Idol now?
We will see. I mean, we posted our cut down.
We talked about it on Pop and posted a cut down about it.
Please tune into Pop. We talk about fun things.
Yeah.
We posted a cut down of our conversation about American Idol, and American Idol
Reach out.
got into the DMs.
Well, American Idol commented, and then I put on our story, "How do we get Leia on American Idol?"
Because the cut down was
Then they
Leia trying to
DM'd.
No, I
goad
was
us to say,
basically
"Can you
like,
sing?"
No, because
Then
I
I
was
can
like,
show up as like,
Are you
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
do
yeah,
your
yeah.
audition?
Come
and I'll be like,
Red.
"Do you know who I am?" And they'll be like, "No."
yes, and then you'll sing with me.
Well, then you have to say instead of like Nick Viall, you'd be like, "Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy?"
Anyways, so we'll see. I don't know if I want to embarrass myself on
Oh, you have a good
TV.
voice.
Leia
don't
has
you?
an
What's
amazing
your
voice.
karaoke
I have-
voice?
Well,
Isn't
it
like
is.
Celine Dion or something.
No, my karaoke song is.
Can you sing A Whole New World?
What is that song? It's System of a Down.
Oh, wake up!
Yes.
That's your
Yeah.
song?
Yes, because
That's
I just like to
awesome.
joke around and have fun, and I'm not actually ever like, I'd probably do like
Leia, we should do an Islands in the Stream duet at karaoke one time. That would be really funny.
We'll see. I don't know. We'll see where this plot goes. I'll keep you all apprised.
Please
All right.
do.
Well, we love a person with two first names like River Rose, and Bailey Taylor joins us next. Every group has someone who insists on doing things the hard way, and that friend still paying for a subscription they forgot they had. The one refusing to update their phone because it still works. I used to be that person too, especially when it came to overpaying for wireless. Then we made the switch to Mint Mobile, and we're so glad that we did. Stop paying way too much for wireless just because that's how it's always been. Mint exists purely to fix that. Same coverage, same speed, just without the inflated price tag. The premium wireless you'd expect, unlimited talk, text, and data, but at a fraction of what others charge. For a limited time, get 50% off 3, 6, or 12-month plans of unlimited premium wireless. Bring your own phone and number, activate with an eSIM in minutes, and start saving immediately. No long-term contracts, no hassle with a 7-day money-back guarantee, a customer satisfaction rating in the mid-90s. Mint makes it easy to try it and see why people don't go back. Listen, you can't beat the prices and the service. So grateful we made the switch because we stopped paying so much extra on wireless and data and got some great coverage in at the same time. Ready to stop paying more than what you have to? Well, new customers can make the switch today for a limited time. Get unlimited premium wireless for just $15 a month. Switch now at mintmobile.com/VIALL. That's mintmobile.com/VIALL. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, and $180 for a 12-month plan required. $15 a month equivalent, taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term apply. Over 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. Capable devices required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. Additional terms apply. See mintmobile.com. Some people scroll travel inspo, then there are people who bring it to life. With Fora, your eye for detail and discovery becomes your calling card. You're not just going on great trips, you're creating them as a travel advisor.
Fora is a modern travel agency built for people who love to plan travel and help others travel well. Their tech platform, training, and community give you everything you need to turn a passion for travel planning into a flexible, meaningful stream of income. As a Fora advisor, you get best-in-class training, powerful booking tech, and a vibrant global community of experts and fellow advisors who share real insider knowledge to help you launch and grow your own travel business with confidence.
I know many of you are out there, you're on the gram, you're scrolling, you're thinking about all these amazing trips and planning it. Why not make some money while creating your dream vacation at the same time?
Getting started can be as easy as booking trips for people you already know. Now's the time to finally turn your passion for travel into a fulfilling business with Fora. Become a Fora advisor today at foratravel.com/VIALL. That's FORA travel.com/VIALL. And make sure you tell them we sent you. foratravel.com/VIALL.
Bailey Taylor, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
We're super excited to have you. Congratulations on being a part of the Summer House cast. It was a fun first episode.
It was a fun first weekend. It was crazy.
I'm enjoying you so much. just
We
wanna say.
we were all discussing
thank you.
the worst places we've been broken up with. Sweet Green's pretty epic. Well, for me, it was her like describing how he had his bags packed,
Yeah.
and she's just like,
the
"Get-"
looking outside and seeing the suitcases and like we lived together.
Leaving the
Where are you
suitcases
going?
on the street in New York City
"What a drama
is-
king!"
is like bold.
Yes, very bold. And then like I went outside and I was just like shaking and then he just like wheeled the suitcases away and just kind of like walked away from me with it was like the lack of explanation. I just was like it was the most blindsiding weird thing.
How long were you guys together?
2 years.
Wow.
And have you heard from him since?
We've talked since, but it just like it was such a horrible relationship that it's not.
Did he reach out to you after seeing the episode?
Yeah.
No. He will there's a 0% chance he would ever watch it. I know that for sure.
Well, you know someone in his life.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, no, he will be-
definitely
He
gonna
will be
send
finding
that.
out for sure.
Yeah.
He knows. We
Definitely.
know he knows who he is. Well, after my family and I went and saw the Mighty Ducks at a budget theater, we got home and they played the answering machine. Yeah, I know. It was a while ago.
On your family's landline?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no.
the message was, Nick, this is Kelly. You're dumped.
Oh,
Not in
no.
front of the whole
That's
family.
cold-blooded. That might even be worse. At
Well, I was
least
in
mine
the-
was at least it was in person.
I was in the 6th grade. So
Yeah.
in fairness to her, she
In fairness to her, she couldn't drive.
couldn't
She
try.
didn't want the drama at school.
Yeah, she didn't
Yeah.
eat salads. You know?
I like that Kelly knew what she wanted in 6th grade.
You know?
She was like,
Oh,
Not
no
me.
way.
Not
Yeah.
Yeah, respect Kelly.
Yeah.
And honestly, Kelly's loss is my gain.
Yeah.
There you go.
Bailey, how did you being on Summer House come to be?
so one of my friends, I had known Amanda through our friend Dylan.
Okay.
And then another friend of mine posted something about like the casting and looking for best friends. And I was like, okay, this could be fun. I already know Dylan. I know Amanda through Dylan. This could be cute. And then they kind of were like, who is your best friend? Do you have someone that like you genuinely would want to be here with? And I was like, it absolutely would be Levi. It has to be Levi because anybody else would be disingenuous. Like, this is my true sister in this world. And yeah, just kind of like it came together very quickly and it was very exciting. And I was so grateful to have Kyle and Amanda there just to like kind of ground it a little bit and just kind of like make me feel more comfortable. But it was such a wild summer. Oh my gosh, it was just absolutely wild.
Well, speaking of Kyle and Amanda, obviously the news of their separation has been out, and then we get to see this first episode, and they really seem to be prepared to give us their divorce season. There were certainly some awkward moments watching it. I'm curious, what was it like for you being in the house and seeing your friends kind of
when he's like, she's not listening, and she's like, I'm so jealous. I wake up every morning filled with jealousy. And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, this is crazy.
Anyways, what was it like for you?
Just like, it was more sad for me than anything else. I feel like it's always sad. Just, I don't know, you're watching two people that love each other, but it just like it isn't clicking and working at that time. So it was more sad to me than anything. I felt bad. I want them both to be happy and I just respect them and love them both. So it was just, for me as a friend, it was just it's just more sad to watch your friends go through something like that than anything.
Well, since you're friends with both of them, we were talking about this before, people will obviously have their opinions and talk about this breakup and yada, 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 and take sides and as we do. And I think a lot of people, it's just easy for a lot of people to empathize with Amanda's point of view. And I think a lot of people are struggling with Kyle's point of view because it's just like, yo, you're kind of choosing this lifestyle. But like, as someone who's friends with both of them, do you have empathy for Kyle's point of view, or do you understand his position in a way that maybe the audience isn't getting, or are you kind of seeing what we're seeing?
I feel like I'm just really grateful that they're in such a good place now that it's just like, I feel like everyone's kind of come to a mutual understanding at this point where it's like they seem to just be doing really, really well and kind of like come to a place of mutual understanding. So I feel like if they can come to a place of mutual understanding and be good together, then so can I. Okay. But I truly just want them both to be happy. And I love Amanda and I want her to thrive. And I got my girls back for sure, but if they're both good, there's really nothing,
Well, we do see in the trailer you and Carl getting a little touchy-feely. Is there any moment that maybe you are nervous about airing?
No, there's nothing I'm nervous for. Carl is a wonderful, adorable person. I have nothing but so much love for Carl, so I love making out with Carl, and we'll make out with Carl anytime. So I am not nervous at all. I will scream my love for Carl from the rooftops.
Well, it's a very single house, other than right now, Kyle and Amanda. Going into this house, were you hoping for a showmance? Open to a showmance? Were there any of the boys there that you were fancying at all?
I was just like, I've been single for so long. I've had this traumatizing breakup that clearly was like just ailing me. And I really hadn't dated at all since the breakup. So I was just kind of like, I was just excited to like have fun and let loose and just kind of like rediscover that feeling. And I feel like I did that. And the boys are great. There was some that like definitely it was like, you're my friend instant vibes. And then yes, there's definitely some like, there's some hotties in that house. So yes, I definitely have, there's a lot of flirtation and me learning how to like get back out there. I was very trepidatious to do so. And so I really try to like open up and let men in again and see the good in them. And Carl is just a sweet, sweet human being who I'm very lucky to have met.
So you didn't want to just eat shrimp and die alone?
There were times.
It's a great line.
There were times when it got overwhelming. Yeah. There were times when I was like, I can't handle this. And I was like, there's too many dynamics. But I did try to put myself out there. But yeah.
Sierra said on Watch What Happens Live that West's ass looks really great in jeans, and I'm just wondering if you can confirm or deny.
And out of.
West ass does look great. West ass looks great all the time.
Okay.
West does have a great ass.
Okay.
Does he have the best ass of Summer House?
Ooh. I might say yes. I might say yes. I think Ben probably has the best abs, or KJ.
Okay.
Ben and KJ both, like, there's some really major ab moments going on. But yeah, West does have a really cute butt.
And KJ, he's really giving Australian Matthew McConaughey.
Ben. No,
Is
no,
Ben. Yes. Ben is literally the definition of Australian Matthew McConaughey. That was like literally, I had met him for 5 minutes and I was like, okay, Australian Matthew McConaughey is looking at me and I don't know how to handle it.
Did you go back and watch his Bachelor season?
No, because he said not to.
Okay,
He didn't want us to. He said like it wasn't a strong representation of him. And so I wanted to be like respectful of
That's
that.
fair.
'Cause it's like when you know someone in person, you can't, like I know him. So I was just like, okay, if you feel like this really isn't a good representation. He said he kind of like froze up and it wasn't him.
Yeah.
So no, I did not watch it.
You're a good
But-
friend for doing that. You
He's a
respected
stunning
his
man.
wishes. He's stunning.
Did you what else can you tease of this season? Are we bringing anyone home late at night?
We get wild. That is the thing I can tease is that this season is truly just wild. And I was like a girl with a mission. I just was like, I need to make out and I need to have fun and I need to
Love.
hang out with boys. And so I was putting myself out there. I was
Let's
crazy.
Going into the house, I mean, speaking of last season, Lexi and Bailey didn't last very long. Lexi had a phenomenal season, but it was kind of full of controversy. She didn't really seem to connect with the rest of the women. There was a lot of kind of discourse about how, whether the women could have been more welcoming to her. Going into this house, did you have any anxiety or fears about just, this is an OG cast, many of people, they're friends. It didn't, again, go very well for the newbies last season. What was that experience like for you? And yeah, did you have any nerves going in?
I was definitely very nervous, and knowing Amanda, I had a little bit of a leg up because it wasn't just like I said, I had that comfort of her and Kyle just kind of knowing they were there. But it's a scary experience just to go into a share house with people who have known each other that long, and you're like learning this person dated this person, and this person likes this person, and this person doesn't like this one, and this is this, and you're just kind of overwhelmed with all the dynamics. But I had a very positive experience with the girls. I'm a girl's girl through and through, so I just right off the jump was just like in there with the girls. And I had my best friend. So it was also like I had her to lean on. So I was very lucky that I had that experience of having Levi with me because it's like no matter what's happening, her and I can just bop around and dance and be silly, goofy, crazy. So I had a very positive experience as a newbie and especially with the women. Like we really bonded and kind of like look at the men and are like, wow, they make some very questionable decisions. So I was really like with them and being like, yeah, no, they're insane. So I was team girl very much so. So I had a great positive experience with all of them.
Do you know why they did bring in more newbies this season compared to last season's?
I don't. That was not told to me in any way. So I actually do not know. We were surprised with things and surprised with newbies, just like everyone else is going to be. So we did not have any insight as to anything. Like it was a genuine surprise the entire time.
Who threw the best party this summer?
Ooh.
The first one is hard to beat.
I loved the first party because there was so much more of like the pie. The pie was so fun. Everybody pieing each other was hilarious. And then just like there was so much dancing. But I would say Sierra throws the best party.
Hell yeah.
Good.
Sierra for the girls and West for the guys, maybe?
Maybe.
That sounds about right. Sounds about right. What I like to see.
When the season comes to an end, what do you think the fans will be saying most about you?
That I cry a lot.
Okay. Thanks for the heads up.
I cry a lot and that I am truly an open book. I really just like have this thing where I compulsively say every thought that comes to my brain and I can't help myself.
What are you thinking about right now?
How amazing and fun this is.
There we go. Great. She's quick on her feet.
No, I'm
She's telling the truth. She's telling the truth.
I'm so excited for everyone to see this summer just because I just know that like that was just such a taste of how crazy and wild and just like I can't describe it to anybody. I'm just like, it was wild. Like we just keep the party going and we go out so much. And it was just like a nonstop party fest that I'm just so excited for people to see it because I just think they're going to have a really fun time. And there's just really like beautiful bonding moments where the house really like feels like a family and just really hysterical moments that are just outlandish that I'm excited for people to get to see. So that's what I'm thinking about is don't spoil anything, but I just want everyone to know wild at all times.
Before we let you go, Bailey, we're going to play a little game.
Love.
And based on this season, give us one word to describe what we should expect from the rest of your cast members, okay?
I can just pick any word.
We're going to go, any word you want,
Okay.
just one adjective to describe these cast members and what we will think and feel or about their experience. Starting with Mr. Jesse Solomon.
He's really one of the girls. I know that's not
Girls,
one word.
girl.
He
Girls,
was really
girl.
just one for the girls in a different way this season. I feel like
You know
he was
what?
really
Honestly,
just like
He learned his lesson.
I love that.
for
Yeah,
him.
I love that for Jesse. He's like, I'm going straight.
he was like
vibes.
he was like a big brother. He was very much like there for everybody and just like he's one for the girls in a different Jesse Solomon way this season.
Okay.
He walked in. He was like, "Fuck him."
Yeah, he's like these men are despicable.
Sierra,
Open,
Levi,
fun,
West,
crazy party animal,
Lindsay,
MILF.
Oh.
Let's go.
Hard MILF
Exactly.
energy. I can say that she is ready to like she's a MILF beyond.
KJ,
Sweet,
Amanda,
Very sweet.
vulnerable,
Carl,
amazing,
Mia,
collected,
Dara,
flirty,
Ben,
hot,
and Kyle.
struggling.
Okay.
I was gonna say messy.
Bailey,
good.
we appreciate you taking the time. Really excited to see this season unfold for you. Please let our audience know where they can follow you and enjoy anything that you're doing outside of Summer House.
They can follow me at Bailey T. Taylor on Instagram, at It Girl the Series, and I have a fun little podcast surprise coming soon as well.
All right, hear it. Well, check it
For
out.
It Girl.
Bailey, appreciate you, and we'll talk soon. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
All
Thank
right, take
you.
care.
Bye.
Love her.
Love her. Yeah. Jinx.
Well, we do have a rapid recap for Summer House. If you missed the premiere episode, we are back, baby. And Amanda already wants to drive out with Sierra instead of Kyle. There's a new guy who's also from Kansas City and is a skater. Welcome, KJ. We all think you're really hot. And also 2 new girls, Bailey and Levi, who were immediate besties. Amanda is still pissed that Kyle is a DJ. Sierra has decided she's not going to eat West alive this summer because she's trying to be less rigid. Jesse wants to be a bedbug with Sierra and Amanda now that Paige is gone. Kyle lost his wedding ring, so Amanda won't wear hers until he gets a new one, which could mean nothing. Bailey just got out of a 2-year relationship and got broken up with at a Sweet Green after the guy cheated on her, but she is very excited about this summer. There's also a new guy named Ben. He's Australian and was also on the Australian Bachelor, which is like regular Bachelor, but instead of roses, you get to wrestle a giant scorpion. Whoever wins falls in love. Anyway, Carl feels like him and Kyle aren't close anymore because he's too into DJing. Him and Sierra are also still have that flirty thing going on. West wants to not put any expectations on his friendship with Sierra and see what happens, and it seems like so does Sierra. The internet is telling Amanda to divorce Kyle, and now she's confused. But then Amanda skinny dips and Kyle freaks the fuck out. Welcome home.
If you ever take a road trip with like we like a group of friends and we're all like road trip and you're like, I'm gonna not ride with you, I'm definitely gonna be worried.
What do you mean?
Natalie
There's a
said
guy's
that to
car.
you.
There's a guy's car and a girl's car. Why do I want to sit with Jesse and Carl when I can be
Literally.
with my girls?
So true. I'm always trying to be with
There's
my
just
girls.
no way right now you would do that.
Right
If-
now.
Okay, if we were going on a road trip, even just with work, right? And it was you, Justin, Jack, and Kyle in a car. And then it was me, Sierra, Mary.
and me. You would be like, Natalie,
would
you need to
come
ride with me?
us.
Yeah.
Yes.
You would make me be in there with all the
Make?
stinky boys?
I mean,
You're stinky?
Correction, I wouldn't be with the boys in the first place.
Yeah.
so.
Justin actually.
Like, I don't know.
Justin
already
doesn't want to
jumped-
be with y'all
Why do you put
either.
Justin in
No,
that
that is
bucket?
true. Justin would be in our car,
Yeah.
and it would be
Y'all can take Mary.
Trayvon.
Trayvon,
Jack,
Kyle.
Jack,
Yeah.
Kyle.
That's-
Yeah.
I would,
And Nick.
I would sit with Nick. I have no issue with Nick.
Oh, thank God.
Whoa.
No, I think it was valid for like girls' car. I think if it was like if Kyle had to drive alone, then like that's not very nice. You're gonna make him drive alone for 2 hours, sit in traffic. But like he's got his friends with him.
Yeah.
Like
Especially for the first episode where you're introducing 2 new women, and
Yeah.
it's like they're all gonna bond and like
yeah.
It
girl
seemed like,
chat.
it seemed like all he cared about was his DJ set. Anyways, he was like, Amanda, can you check my DJ set? Okay, cool. I just can't have it touching anything.
Wait, she really roasted him when she was describing how his DJ career started. And he's like, that's not how it went down.
It was 100% accurate with the way that she turned to Sierra. Did I lie? Like, no. And then they replayed the clip and it's like, yes, you literally started this DJ career
Yeah.
out of spite.
No, guys, we talked about it when he started the DJ career, and we were all like, "Is he for real that he's doing?" Like, we talked about it even.
I mean, you got to respect his follow through, like, you know, playing.
It's like yes and no, because the whole thing was that she wanted to start a bathing suit
Yeah.
line because she didn't wanted her own thing outside of Loverboy, and he was like, Loverboy is our everything.
Yeah,
we
he
need
was
to
like-
invest everything into it, and
He's
you're
like,
not
I
committed.
can't have you distracted
Exactly.
and not focused on
And then-
Loverboy.
and look who's
Started
distracted
the
now.
DJ.
I mean, it's just the reality. It's like you want to, again, have grace for both parties. But if let's say Amanda called in to ask Nick and she was like, hey, I've been married for how many years?
She's 4
5,
years.
Like 10
4 or
years.
5.
I think she said 4 in the
She
episode.
said
They've been
four-
together for
she
10
said,
years.
No, she said 4 long years.
4
Yeah.
long years.
That's
Oh,
what she
man.
said.
And then she's all of
Mary.
a sudden like, yeah, my husband, she's like, I'm ready for the next phase of my life, whatever that phase is, which is like generally just maybe a little slower, a little bit more like connecting as far as a
Yeah.
couple. And she's like, yeah, no, my husband just started pursuing a DJ career and now he's gone, 4 nights a
The
week.
fact that he's no. The
Like,
fact
I would-
that he said he had been gone. What did he say? Like every night for the past 11 months.
he just
or
wants
like,
to press play.
and then he
That
was
was
like,
crazy.
and she doesn't.
Do anything. She doesn't even try when I'm here. And that pissed me off so bad because I was just like, all it says is that you get to do whatever you want. And now you expect Amanda to be the person to hold your relationship together, but you put 0 effort. You get to go fly, party, stay out late, do whatever you want to do. And then make her feel like shit because she stays home.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not enough Netflix and chill. Okay. And then it's like, then you expect her to come home and be laying on the bed on rose petals, being like, oh my God, I've missed you so much. And you can tell that his like frustration also has to do with the fact that he hasn't gotten laid in probably a long time.
Sierra, do you remember like 2 seasons ago when they were looking for houses for their family to settle down
Yeah.
in the suburbs, and like look where we are now?
Exactly. And
It's
that's what I said.
very
He made that whole thing about her not being committed to Loverboy, not being a good worker, and that's why she can't have, or like that why they don't have a family yet is because she's not ready. And it looks like the only person who's not ready to settle down and have a family is the one
It's
who just
Kyle.
announced his DJ tour at colleges.
It is.
That is crazy. He is like
Doing a tour of
going
colleges.
to college. Like that is nuts.
you got to start somewhere. I'll give him
No,
that.
it's just
Like,
No,
nuts
it's
that,
not
like
even
you're
about the
married.
start.
It's
Yeah, and he
not.
DJs in Las Vegas. He DJs at pretty
Yeah.
big
he moved up. He
events.
moved up
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah.
Yeah, and then he was like, let's downgrade and hit on college girls while we get drunk.
yeah, that part's a little.
You know?
Yeah.
nuts.
It's the lifestyle. It's like when they met and when they got married, this wasn't like that's a big.
This wasn't a part of it.
Yeah,
This
Also,
wasn't an
Carl
issue.
being like, "Are you still happy?" And he's like, "I'm happy when I'm entertaining people and I
press
press play."
play.
That's when you're happy.
The
Pressing
happiest.
play.
That's
It's
happiest.
when the
It's crazy.
happiest.
It is. It's
and seeing how
it's tough to see his side.
So
and seeing how
corny.
he like kind of paints it to where it's like he can't wait to badmouth Amanda behind her back to anybody who will listen instead of saying it to her face, and then gets mad when she responds the same way.
No,
Well,
Sierra, him in the master bedroom. Clearly, no one's in there. He's talking to himself. Knows he's mic'd up, and he's like, "Another time when she makes me feel invisible, and I'm not heard, and she's making me feel this." It's like you're doing like
Well, he clearly
You've isolated.
thinks of himself as a bit of a victim in this situation. I am
Would you-
genuinely curious on
How?
why and how.
Yeah,
Nick,
'cause he
I
has
have a
everything
question for
he
you.
wants.
I have a question for you. You opened this conversation by saying that if Natalie didn't go in the car with you, that'd be weird, right? So I have a question. Every weekend, when Amanda wants to stay home and spend a Friday night in bed, and Kyle decides to go partying with the boys and the other single women, what?
I
are
mean,
your
I think
thoughts
that's
there?
crazy. I think honestly, just being a husband,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
it's about
You made a promise.
you invest in that relationship. You make sacrifices. Sometimes the sacrifices maybe, you might want to do something else, but for the most time, it's not like I can't do this. Like I enjoy spending time with my wife and my kid, and I enjoy the lifestyle that I have now. And even though I've never been a big partier, like, I still went out plenty in my 20s and early 30s. And now, like, I am glad life has slowed down. And it's not for, I guess, everybody, but like, I enjoy doing things for my wife, and
Mhm.
I enjoy my love language is acts of service. Clearly, it's not Kyle's. I don't know what Kyle's love language is, but yeah, it blows my mind. I don't know how.
Words of affirmation.
I don't know how you make a
Definitely not
relationship
quality
work.
time. Definitely not physical touch.
But even
Definitely
watching
not.
Kyle like spin it, because it was like the original spin with like Loverboy and why he was out all the time. It's like, hey, I have to talk to people. I have to get them invested in the product. I need to be the face. I need to be there. And then it's like, as everybody said this episode, it's like you found another career that could legitimize why you need to be out. But then to Amanda's point is that somebody's husband that's a DJ goes out, does his job, and then goes home.
He just works second shift.
It's exactly.
Yeah, he's just like
it's a job. And then Kyle's trying to be like, no, it's a lifestyle. And it's like, bro, it's a choice. And you're making
But the way he gets so mad, we're seeing clips of the upcoming season where Kyle clearly feels misunderstood, not heard, not seen, not validated. And I'm curious why, or is it just is he that selfish and really thinks that like a marriage is about, you know,
my wife sacrificing everything for me to be happy?
I mean, Kyle is giving
like.
his marriage dream is I get to pursue whatever professional thing I want, and my dreams I need to feel fulfilled, and I want a wife to
support
that.
Not
welcome me
it.
when I get home, and when I am ready for her, I want her to be present and invested and ready to go. Like
him waking
I guess
you
like
better be on the sign up list for one of those AI robots then.
Him waking her up after going out that night and being like, "Do you have an eye mask?"
Oh yeah.
You did not just wake me. Did you pack one?
I don't get up and look for one. I don't know. Like, why are you asking me?
He also sighed, didn't he?
Yeah, and you go,
Or something?
all right, well, fuck me then.
Or something. Huh?
He's crazy.
Did you pack an eye mask, sir?
Also, when she took off her shirt and went in the pool.
Oh, when he got mad.
I was like,
towels?
okay, this is like way just like hard
Kyle,
on
Did
us.
you notice how Ben was the one to give her a towel when she was like, "I need a towel,"
Kyle's in the
and he
background with
stood
his
there
arms
with his
crossed?
arms crossed?
There's something going on between Ben and
Oh,
Amanda.
the way! Oh my god! Did you see the way he like picked her up and like that was hot as fuck?
Yep.
I was
They're
like,
hot.
oh, like if
They
a
are
man,
hot.
like
But wait, going back to this nude or whatever, she's in underwear.
She
Okay,
has a bra on.
and shit gets wet. Sometimes it's a little see through. Who gives a fuck? But I'm also kind of like Kyle. I've seen more of your body on the 10 seasons of this show than I've ever seen of Amanda's boobs. I've seen Lindsay Hubbard's boobs. You guys played like strip whatever that game is where you try to put the beanbag through the hole, cornhole. Like like it's like I've seen them all. Like you've seen each other's bodies. So for you to sit there all of a sudden 10 years in, he had a little cowboy hat over his penis on his like 40th birthday, and I'm like, and you're gonna sit here and be precious about this?
I was just like, since when are we that like?
it's Summer House.
Yeah.
Literally.
Okay, wait, hold on, you guys.
Yes.
West and Sierra.
Oh God, I want
what?
nothing to do with it.
What?
Oh my
What?
God, no!
I'm
so
rooting for.
here
I'm
for
rooting
it.
for
I'm
it
Oh
so
my God,
hard.
no.
She
Whatever
is
this-
so hot when she was on the merry-go-round.
Oh
just
my
going around.
God,
Oh my
hot.
God.
And
She
West
is
watching
so
her,
hot.
he was like,
yeah,
and
but
he
Do you wanna know-
they
her.
both
Do you wanna-
They love each other.
Do you want to know what I did? What
And our queen is
what
on
I
Prozac
reacted
now.
when they were interacting and it was positive and good and fun? I went.
Mary, there's your next fan cam, by the way.
Yes.
It's totally a
Nick is
West and Sierra
pissed.
fan cam.
No, I mean whatever. I guess if they're really happy, but they really put us through it the past couple seasons.
God forbid it's a slow burn.
Wes put us through it. He put Sierra through it. And,
Uh-huh.
and for a whole season, she made him regret it.
Mhm.
And now she's like,
All right.
Should
All
we
right.
send her some? Pet
He's got a
animals?
cute butt.
put
What?
pet, no,
Oh,
real
yeah, we
am-
should,
oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
just send her a real
You
life,
should, since you've
I kind of
been-
think they're endgame, you guys.
So
I gotta
just,
be
you know,
honest.
I hope
yeah,
so.
it was-
I think they're
just
made
had-
for each other.
I just saw West's POV a little bit more. You know.
And look who's coming back for seconds.
No, I can't.
So
I
it
can't.
doesn't seem like it's still his POV.
I can't. No, it's all West's fault.
And that's nice. Can we get that on a cut down?
Yeah.
When Jesse, for the preview of what's coming up this season, when Jesse's like, "Hey, like, do you mind if I make out with Sierra?" And then Wes being like, what is that in the works? I was like, talk about acceleration.
I hope Jesse, you know how Bailey was just talking about how like Jesse's a girl's girl. I hope that that's like planted. That Jesse's got this plan where he's gonna be like, I'm gonna make Wes jealous so that he
No.
knows.
People were saying that he's filling the gap with Paige
He
because
really
he was
is.
in the bed on his phone.
Well,
I'm here for
when
it.
she was saying that he's one of the girls, I was like, I love that the tallest guy in the group went to like
Yeah.
fill the shoes of the smallest girl.
I love Jesse being one of the girls. This is a perfect arc for him. It's where he needs to be.
We need that. He
We need
needs
that.
that.
He needs to
after
just
the
take a
Lexi
break for a
season.
minute.
He said that last season.
Reel it
He was like,
in.
I'm not going to mess with any girls, Lexi.
But you know, there's
I think he's
nothing I
actually
love
the-
more than like the will they won't they, and the West and Sierra storyline has been that, and this season feels like okay, I'm emotionally ready
Yeah.
for this to be like last season. I would have been like Sierra, please no.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's gonna happen.
But
Well, I think
now,
I think this
I'm
season,
ready.
if they go into it being like, all right, let's not put. I think what's really working
be
for them
civil.
right now, they'll be civil, and it seems like Sierra made a point to be like, I don't really have any expectations, and so did Wes. And I think it's like if you're going into it without any expectations of
Just
each
gonna
other,
pop off.
it's just gonna pop up, and you can have fun. And I think that's
Mhm.
what they should.
And
do.
on Watch What Happens Live, they did a poll about wanting Wes and Sierra together, and it was like astronomical, yes, and like she was down with it.
There's nothing I
Mhm.
love more than watching a man win a woman back.
yeah.
Right. He has to work for it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like watching him
But
grovel.
But the fact that
Yeah.
like she thought that the animals were, and like he was like, "Oh, that makes me happy. It makes me feel like this is home
So
again." And I was
cute.
like, "Oh!" And also shout out to Wes because I was like so cute when he was checking on KJ and about his anxiety. He was like, "Man, like, is
Yeah.
it okay if I check on you? Like, do you like that?" And it was just
That
like,
was really sweet.
"Oh, okay,
I like their
you
friendship.
can stay."
Oh, also KJ making me feel very confused is all I have to say about that.
Yes,
That guy's hot, and he's a skater. KJ,
Mhm.
all right,
He's
all
like,
right,
I invented
diva.
a skateboarding
And he's
trick.
like,
I was like,
Yeah, he's
Casual.
like, I've only ever been like around women. I'm just like so in tune with women, and I love to hang out.
I'm a
with
model. I
women
lived in
and, like-
Europe. Like,
I have
He's
anxiety.
like, no, you do cry. It is okay.
I have anxiety.
Oh my God, I
a man
love
with
it.
Anxiety.
Ugh.
Love.
So cute.
Wait,
and he's so cute.
He's so
No one's
cute.
literally ever said that to me.
A man with anxiety.
Yeah.
Love.
Everyone's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Why aren't you having any fun?"
Well,
When you're
he's
open
charming about it.
sad boys are normalized.
You know what
now.
that reminded me of? Back to my gummy balcony
Your,
DJ.
Yeah, your party. Your party of one.
You know
Or
what some
I
of the
was
worst
sleeping.
advice people get?
What?
Just be yourself.
Oh, I've never had that issue. That's always
Wow.
worked out great for me.
Because like
That is
honestly,
groundbreaking.
sometimes like I've tried to be myself and people are like, "No."
well, then you don't want to be
Stop it.
around them.
Sometimes sometimes I do tell Nick, like when we're going into family events, like, okay,
Be a little less
Perform.
you today.
no, I'm like, perform. You got
You
this.
know? Which I'm
Win the
fine to do.
Oscar.
And listen, I really think the key of life of
And
happiness.
then I'm like in awe by him. He's like, wow, and how are you, Tony? How was your surgery a few weeks ago? How was that? Are you recovering okay? And I'm like, it's my man. This morning he did bring my sister coffee and a breakfast sandwich and didn't even like ask her if she wanted it. He just was like,
Acts of
"Here's
service.
Acts of service.
So that's the thing. Who
He's-
always has a good personality?
I think the beauty of KJ and his anxiety is that he's just like very he's very vulnerable and open about it. You could be more like, guys, I'm anxious right now.
Right.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you
Yeah.
should say that.
I've
more.
tried
Just
that.
voice it.
No.
Yeah.
Why don't you have any fun?
I'm really
I'm feeling anxious right now. I'm just
Yeah.
having
I'm a
like
little
some social
overstimulated.
anxiety. I'm a little
Overstimulated.
overstimulated. Like I promise I'm having fun. I need
just,
a
like,
second.
I'm just saying sometimes
Yeah.
being yourself is bad advice. You know?
And that's your Ask Nick advice for the day.
Wait,
Mm.
Don't be yourself.
I did have a question
I
about
have a
Summer
question-
House too.
Me too.
You can go first.
Okay, period. What was it like seeing a fellow Bachelor alum on there? And
Oh.
like, would you, if you were in
But
his
I mean, I will say like that whole scene was something I related to. The whole like, did you know he was on The Bachelor when the two people are talking about you to your face, right? And then it's a whole like, oh, but you were The Bachelor, and what was that like? And you're trying to like,
and encouraging people not to watch your season?
yeah, I'm like, yeah. So
like, oh no, they
Very
know.
on
I
the
instantly
nose.
thought of you because he was like, no, it's not me, like da-da-da. And I was like, I wonder if this is how like
it's like,
Nick
how
was
do I
getting
get
off The
how do I get
Bachelor.
out of this conversation without like sounding like I'm like,
Like you're trying to be like, no, don't look at it.
Yeah,
You're like, no,
like-
like seriously, don't.
yeah.
You admit that you're feeling anxious that they're having this
Yeah, so there's
conversation
a
in
moment
front
where
of
I'm
you.
like, all right,
Yeah.
what would I should I do the opposite of what my instincts are?
like George Costanza.
My question: when it's a two-parter. When they first arrived at the house and Sierra's car left the trunk open for people to
Oh, I
grab the
love
suitcases,
that.
2 parts. The first part of the question: would you grab the suitcases if you were coming after? And the second part, I
100%.
do kind of wonder if Kyle got the short end of that stick because all of the other guys didn't grab anything from the trunk, but like the heat came on Kyle.
Well, Kyle's married, first of all, so
They
that is
all
And
his
he
wife.
kind of told Sierra to like get her own bags,
Well,
kind of in a way.
They all
He
went
did.
and
No, no.
And I'm
got
doing
that.
devil's advocate a little
No,
bit. I'm
no.
just asking.
Because what was crazy about that whole thing was that he sat there, fights with Sierra about going and getting the stuff because, hey, we've got 5 minutes
The
until
rain.
torrential downpour. And then everybody's going and taking caravans and
Levi
grabbing
was doing
stuff.
it, yeah.
And then you have him popping open a lover boy alone in the kitchen. And I was just like, you are just that guy. Like,
Yeah.
instead of just grabbing the shit for your wife and her friend, it's like, let's put up a whole thing to not do anything.
Also, are you scared of water?
Kyle does not do what he doesn't want to do. He gets
Mhm.
nothing out of
It's hard.
like helping people.
I was going to say, it's hard for me to believe that Kyle can put someone else first. You know what I mean? Like, without seeing how it would take something away from him. Whereas even with the Amanda thing, support your wife. She can have a passion project. But it was like, no, it's taking time away from my company. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't even want to do that.
Yeah,
But-
he doesn't. That doesn't seem to excite him. Like nothing excites me more than sharing the spotlight with my wife for Age of Attraction. Nothing excites me more than seeing her star rise and her looking good. Like
Yeah.
I could give. Yeah.
Yeah.
Together, not apart. Yeah.
It's it doesn't. Kyle does not seem to get that same joy.
No, I don't think he's been very supportive of Amanda really with anything. So that's why I'm like, it's sad, but it's like the scariest part of a relationship ending is when people don't want to fight for it anymore. You know, when people get quiet or like what she said, I'm numb to it. And I know I should feel something. I know that this is bad, but like, I just don't react anymore. When you saw Amanda used to like call him 500 times and like smashing his shit in the bathroom because she's so upset that he's still not home and still out partying. And this was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the idea that she's married and he's still doing this shit, the Snapchats.
Also, it's so sad that she's like, I used to not, like, I couldn't fall asleep without him next to me. And now she's like, I just knock out. It's like, that is so sad.
I'm excited to see them both date. I hope it doesn't get ugly like Jesse and Michelle got on the Valley.
Mm.
I worry.
I don't think it will.
I want them to
I don't
stay
think it will
friends. I
either.
think they
They
do have a
seem-
good.
yeah.
Amanda said that
Dynamic.
on Watch What Happens Live when she was asked who's going to date first, she's like, probably me. So I'm assuming that like Amanda's not going to have
It's
a problem.
because everyone
No.
has seen how Kyle is as a partner, and it's not the most intriguing.
Even outside of the partner, it's like you see what he's like after a night out that I'm
Yeah.
like, who's signing up for that? Sorry. I feel like that's
Yeah.
actually
I'm-
really harsh, but like it is when you see somebody get to a point where they're talking to themselves in the kitchen to their snacks.
He'll
Like,
have his options.
unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see her on the next season of Summer House.
I mean,
Yeah. I would have grabbed the
Yeah.
luggage. That's what I was trying to get at with that conversation.
Nice.
And I think everybody here would too.
Bring it back.
All right. Well, up next we have.
I will just say one gripe. Jesse Solomon still hasn't answered my DM about the partyfuls.
She was trying to get on the list for a party at Summer House, and just so you know, that was filmed last summer.
Well,
Well, and it is February.
he still hasn't responded.
All right. Well, it's time to get into a little Valley Persian style. And up next, Amir and Natasha join us to talk about this season. Listen, we all need a little inspiration in our life, and I'm not gonna lie. David Beckham's been my inspiration for some time now. He seems active, energetic. He looks great as he gets older. I want to get more in that life. And then I discovered I Am 8. It's the daily ultimate essential created by David Beckham and his partners. It's a daily all-in-one wellness drink that gives my body the support it needs without juggling a bunch of different supplements. I Am 8's Daily Ultimate Essentials is my go-to for getting the benefits of 16 different supplements in one easy, tasty drink. Co-founded by David Beckham and crafted with insight from experts at Mayo Clinic and former NASA chief scientist. It simplifies your wellness routine and makes it easy to support your health. This drink is loaded with 92 nutrient-rich ingredients such as vitamins, minerals, adaptogens, CoQ10, MSM, and pro, and postbiotics. It's designed to help you feel good from the inside out. Also, it tastes tasty. 95% of participants felt more energetic, and 85% of the people who tried it said that their digestion improved with less bloating. So if you are looking for an all-in-one daily drink to help you get the nutrients you need made with clean ingredients, look for I Am 8. Feel your best self every day with I Am 8. Go to iam8health.com/VIALL and use code VIALL for a free welcome kit. 5 free travel sachets plus 10% off your order. That's IM8, HEALTH.com/VIALL with code VIALL for a free welcome kit, 5 free travel sachets plus 10% off your order. That's IM8health.com/VIALL with code VIALL. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases.
Well, when it comes to my health, I want products made by people who understand women's bodies. Parallel is the first OBGYN-founded vitamin company. Actual doctors who specialize in women's health created these formulas based on the latest research and their own clinical insights. Parallel is targeted nutrition for every stage of a woman's hormonal life: menstrual health, fertility, pregnancy, postpartum, perimenopause, and daily wellness. They have comprehensive vitamin packs, doctor-formulated routines, and convenient daily packets. Daily powders including protein, electrolytes, sleep support, and greens powder. All powders are safe for pregnancy and breastfeeding, but designed for all life stages. They're made with bioavailable ingredients your body can actually absorb. I love their cellular hydration powder for radiant skin and a hydration boost. It supports hydration, collagen formation, supports skin health and moisture. There's 0 sugar added, and it's safe for pregnancy and breastfeeding. Exclusive for our listeners, new customers can enjoy 20% off their first order with code Viall Files. Visit parallelhealth.com. That's PERELLEHEALTH.com.
Welcome, Amir and Natasha. How are you guys doing today?
Good, thank you. Thanks for having us.
Excited to have you. We really have been enjoying, this season of the Valley Persian Style. It's been really fun to watch the whole group. It's a very dynamic group, and you're giving us a lot of entertainment. But we certainly have really been moved by, obviously, you guys and the vulnerability you guys have shared this season. Just talking about your marriage and how you guys stay connected, and how you guys even discuss sensitive topics like loss and things like that. So first of all, I just want to say I appreciate you guys for being so vulnerable on television, opening up this very interesting and sometimes uncomfortable conversation, but we really appreciate it.
Thank you. That's nice to hear. We're just, we're new to this, so we don't know what is good, what's not good, and we just kind of are just doing the best we can so far.
For sure. Curious, going into filming this, what conversations you guys have as a couple about the possibility of addressing this story and talking about it? Because obviously it's very personal, very difficult, I'm sure, to talk about at times. And then you just invite, outside opinions, and outside opinions are already difficult when it's just them talking about your new haircut, let alone, something as personal about what you guys have gone through.
Yeah, I think, we knew it was a possibility. Although when it started, I figured, okay, I'm just going to be the husband in the background, helping with the kids. And this is going to be drama amongst the girls. And then lo and behold, here we are sort of digging into it. And as you watch the show, you sort of are realizing that this isn't something that we generally dig into. And we're figuring it out. Doing the show helped us to address this topic specifically that we were too busy to address, or maybe we were hiding behind the fact that we had all these kids and we're like, we'll just shelve it and not kind of deal with it. And we decided, as it was starting to unfold, at least me, I was like, if I'm going to talk about this, I'm not going to half-ass it. I'm just going to, really just dive into it. And it is what it is. I'm not going to be ashamed of whatever my feelings are. And I really genuinely care about Natasha, and I want to hear what she has to say. And that's okay if it's not great. I'm scared by it, but I'll listen to it, and if everybody's going to hear about it, everybody's going to hear about it. But I don't know how she felt. I didn't see some of her scenes.
Sure.
So watching that back was very emotional for me, because I was like, sort of, not that did I make a mistake, kind of like making this storyline, I guess you would say, but it's kind of hurting her, and it made me feel sad, that she was having those feelings and that I wasn't there to be able to be like, no, don't feel that, or not that I should say that, but just I felt bad.
Understood, yeah. How about you, Natasha?
I mean, we moved really fast in our relationship. We met, we got engaged 6 months later. We got pregnant a month after we got engaged. So we just kind of it was just fast paced, and we didn't really have time to sit and really talk about this topic. I mean, of course, like when I first started dating him, I was like asking like how he feels about that and like where he's at, like if he's ready to take the next step with someone else, you know, like obviously we had those conversations. And
I was
but
ready.
yeah, but you know, like I said, we just moved so fast. So it's not something that I was like sitting there dwelling on. And then it came up, you know, within our friend group and like topic. And so then it just like opened it up again. And I'm like, wait, like there are these feelings that, you know, I've had, but like I just kind of like put because we got married, had kids back to back to back. Like we just don't have time to like sit and think about that. But, you know, it was just
It was
meeting with a
there. It was
medium
lingering.
and all that. Like it just kind of was like, oh, wait, like we actually never really, you know, got to the bottom of this. And like, how do you feel about that? And how are you feeling like every day? And so it was nice actually to, you know,
For sure.
That makes a lot of sense when hearing you guys talk. I mean, Natalie and I have talked about this in our marriage, but I think for married couples, I think sometimes, you know, it's just like the, you know, comfort, not necessarily complacency, but like, you know, it's interesting to hear you talk, Natasha, about when you guys first started dating. And obviously this was a topic you guys talked about, but your questions and your point of view that you're coming from a month into your relationship probably aren't the same a year and a half later when you're pregnant, you know, you're very much together. Now there's love there. And it would make sense to maybe revisit that conversation. But sometimes I think in a relationship, I don't know, you just kind of get comfortable with not bringing, you know, you don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to say something. And so it's kind of like I think a lot of couples experience this. You almost like let the silence just kind of can be consistent sometimes. And I think as couples, we take for granted the importance of like checking in with each other or revisit a conversation that maybe you had in the past, but now that your current situation is different, it might need to be revisited, whatever that situation is. So it makes a lot of sense and kind of fascinating to hear you guys talk about it from that perspective.
Yeah, I think like that underlying um I don't want to say uncomfortable, but like it's just out there lingering and we choose to kind of keep it like suffer through the day, like
Yeah.
all these days rather than just take the Band-Aid off. And now having done it, it was like we could have cut this out much earlier, like this unspoken sort of under the rug thing that we were avoiding out of fear that it would change things. Or I mean, we were already like, she was pregnant, we were married, like there's no going back, so it's like what's the point, sort
Yeah.
of. But at the same time, I feel like our relationship is better because of this like therapy session we went through on TV.
Well, that's great to hear. I mean, so often we hear how reality TV can negatively impact couples. So it's always exciting and nice to hear stories where, you know, these situations will, you know, encourage or not necessarily force, but
Yeah,
provide a space for people to get the word out. And I imagine you've heard from fans of people who have connected with your story, who have experienced some kind of loss that appreciate you guys opening up.
absolutely. Both of us. I mean, I get messages all the time like, I lost my husband, I lost my wife. Some of them are early in the grief journey, some are further along, but they're just like, thank you for representing the widows and widowers and for sharing your story. I have some hope. Some of them are asking for advice, but I feel like Natasha gets a lot of messages too about being the person who's supporting
Yeah.
the widower or widow. You got messages, right?
yeah, a lot that we're like, wow, like I'm, you know, so it's just it helps to see that this like different view that I have because I'm like, you know, she's not here anymore to it's not like it's an ex, you know,
Yeah.
so it's not someone that's like, oh, you know, like are they like texting or does he think about like getting back with her or something? It's not, you know, she's not here anymore and it's not it's so different than like a breakup. So yeah, I've just had a lot of people who are like, oh, like how does it feel to be, you know, second choice or whatever? Like I don't know how to feel about that. And I'm like, I don't think it should be seen that way. I think like you are, you know, his choice now. And I think like um, you know, that of course the previous wife who she passed from cancer, and like it's so devastating, but like he has this future to look forward to, and I think that's something worth celebrating as well. So I just feel like
Yeah. Well said.
yeah.
I mean, as we know, loss affects us all at various points in our life, and it is always important to move forward, and it's great to see you guys do that in such a beautiful way. I'm curious, that scene from last episode where Gigi and Sky really got at it, how was it for you guys being there? Was it as intense, and are you guys as personally offended by Sky not wanting to live in the Valley?
It was intense. I
Yeah.
felt like it was unreal for a minute, because if you notice, I'm like eating the whole time, sort of like, for a second I was like, should I jump in here? And then I was like, no, I'm gonna let them sort of figure this out, and I just went to my food. But it was when she got up, and like, because when you're filming they have these bright lights, and it just kind of looked unreal for a second as she was like standing over her, and this was all I couldn't believe it. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Natasha's on the other side of the table.
I
though.
honestly missed the whole first half of that. I was having a conversation, me and Tanning were talking, and then all of a sudden we hear people like their voices raising. We're like, wait, what's happening over here? And then Golnessa gets up and we're like, wait, what just happened? So like I had to get kind of a recap. But yeah, it was definitely pretty intense.
I was in the middle of it, but I was just more like, sort of just looking back and forth. It was, I mean, I wasn't like, I don't care about what she said about the Valley. It's just like, it doesn't bother me, her thoughts, but there was just so much that led up to that moment, and everybody kind of had feeling. Oh, there was, that's the straw,
Yeah.
right? So I think there's a lot more underneath the surface within the relationships, but that was sort of the catalyst that blew this up.
Yeah, I mean, if she doesn't like the Valley, like I don't like, I don't want to live in the West Side, so I get it. It's fine. I guess people who are from the Valley, who were born and raised in the Valley, it could be offensive when you're constantly saying like, oh, this and that, like the Valley's like the food sucks, like everything sucks, and it's like, okay, come on. So, but I mean, me personally, I'm not from here, so I love the Valley, but I'm from the Bay Area, so I'm not like personally offended.
There is an Air One in the Valley, so
Yeah, have you been to Sportsman's Lodge?
Multiple. We live by Calabasas one. It's like 5 minutes up the road. So
that's the only place that is worth eating at. So
yeah, it's the best restaurant in LA. Is there one?
Yeah. We had Reza on a couple of weeks ago, and he kind of elaborated on his point of view when it comes to Sky. But it sounds like you guys share his sentiment, where it's like, it's sounds like she just gives that like a little bit, I'm better than everyone, I'm better than you, and just hypercritical, I guess, of everyone but herself. At least that's kind of how Reza put it.
I think she wants to feel better than everybody, and that's probably why she says those things.
Yeah.
Right? It's not even about us. That's more about where she is trying to position herself, or at least in her mind, to make herself feel like she's above everyone. We're a little bit more easygoing, as you can see while you're watching the show. We're not like sort of in the throes, but she's definitely making comments and putting people down in the group. And the group, especially a Persian group, doesn't like to be talked down to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Found.
Whose storyline are you most shocked by watching?
Probably Sky, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would say Sky. Again, I was so shocked when that went down. I didn't even know she had that in her.
Oh,
Yeah,
with the tissues that I blow my nose with.
the tissue drop.
Yeah.
Drop heard around the world.
Any other questions for Amir and Natasha?
I don't think so. It's been so fun to watch you guys, and we're excited to continue watching y'all's journey on the Valley.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thanks for
much.
having us. We appreciate the support. You guys saying nice things to us makes us feel better about, at least me feeling better about it, crying on TV.
Yeah.
Well, we really enjoy watching you guys, and you guys have a special thing going. And again, it's not easy to be vulnerable, and it's not easy to share personal stuff, but I think what you guys say goes a long way, and it's been fun to watch you guys, and we're excited to see more of you guys. So thanks for taking the time. Best of luck the rest of the season, and get some rest.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, take care, guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Well, and if you missed the most recent episode of the Valley Persian Style, we do have a rapid recap. So we pick back up in Palm Springs after Dennis the Menace crashed the party. It's a struggle, but they power through and shake their asses. Everyone is like, okay, I guess Dennis is here now and we're all going to be nice to him, except Gigi. Then Dennis says Gigi is nothing and has made nothing, and they're off again. Adam thinks Gigi needs to set boundaries with him. Then they race cars. MJ won't drive because she's afraid of death. RJ lost control and skidded the car, but he's okay because he's going to hook up with a hot waitress named Courtney to make Gigi jealous. Adam did Gigi's dirty work and kicks Dennis out of the house. Reza is over Sky in her hatred for the Valley. Gigi is like, girl, you're on a show called The Valley right now. Also, Sky is obsessed with Erwan, but she doesn't think she's snobby. Reza laughs in her face at this admittance. Gigi snaps on her, then Sky calls Gigi a piece of shit that is beneath her. I'm sure Gigi will take this very calmly.
I mean, I don't want to like clearly Sky seemed wrong.
About the Valley.
But like, why can't she just not like the Valley?
Thank you.
This strikes a chord.
Thank you.
This strikes a specific chord for me growing up in Los Angeles. Danny grew up in the Valley. And I will say, there is a thing about the Valley that like people used to like, you live so far, the Valley's so far, I don't want to go to the Valley. Like,
I
you come here.
Yeah.
I'm certainly no LA
And I'm
historian,
guilty of it.
but I
No.
feel like the Valley has really upped its game
Oh,
over the
100%.
past,
For sure.
say, 10 years.
We just got a great
Yes.
wife.
We have a John and Vinny's. We
Yeah.
have a great
Oh,
wife.
I just
John
went there for
Vinny's.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Amazing breakfast.
And I
Here's
think,
Gigiana.
I think compared to other parts of LA, maybe 10 or 15 years ago, the Valley was easily maybe the butt of jokes.
Yeah, 'cause it was
maybe
like-
maybe it wasn't as like glamorous, but like it's really upped its game.
It's
agree.
always been like the suburbs, but it was always kind of like, oh, if you can't afford to live on that side of the hill, you go and live in the valley. Where I'm like, I'm sorry, the real estate in the valley now is surpassing shit on the other side, and at least you get free parking.
Am I the only one who calls it the Valley in the city?
Yeah, I call the city
No?
like downtown LA, maybe.
The city.
My thing about the Valley is, Leia, I disagree with you. I think that when people live in the Valley, you can't get them out of the Valley sometimes.
'Cause it has
And
everything
I'm
to
Well,
do-
like,
no, now that I live in the
why don't you
Valley,
do
and I'm
both?
like,
now that
I'm
I
not
live
driving
here,
to the Valley outside of work
And
time.
I'm not getting a $80 ticket for being 5 minutes
It's
past my time on my meter because I went to your house.
Okay,
Do you know how many street cleaning tickets I got when I lived in the city on
I
the other
have-
side of the hill?
sorry, I have a
believe it.
parking space at my apartment. I don't
No.
know that struggle.
The Valley is awesome, and I
Mhm.
didn't realize it until I moved here, and I've
Same.
lived here, and now everybody better come to me.
No, it's like
Mary, you're
Once in
rooting,
a
you're rooting for
while.
the side of the city that gave me a parking ticket for cleaning
Justin,
when the street was
we
on when the
li-
city was on fire.
Justin,
So
you live in my
true.
Like,
neighborhood.
remember
that side of
So true.
as someone who's going to convert
He's
to the
moving
valley.
to the Valley.
Yep.
I
like,
know, and I will
see the
never.
pros and cons.
I refuse. I'm not going to retire to the Valley just yet.
So many pros.
I will say I do actually kind of like Sky. I think she should have known the room and she was being pretentious in the moment, but I like her.
When
I like what
Also,
she's
there
offering.
is an
I-
air one here.
I like
She
what she's
just-
offering.
I think she just needs to work on the
Her delivery.
Well, also just listen. There are people who just make better and smarter choices than others
Yes, okay.
Mhm.
in life. Life's a journey of choices. If you think that you are one of those people who makes better choices, you just can't be the one. You can't be your biggest cheerleader.
Better choices in regards to what?
Anything, life, decision making, business decisions.
But like, is Sky
I,
making
where Sky really lost me, Tannen's version of the jewelry conversation, where Tannen's like supporting her friend, buying her jewelry, buying tons of jewelry, and then Sky's like, "I'm giving you so many discounts." And it's like,
That's why I said delivery, because like even the skincare, skin oil thing, where it's like I'm a skincare holic, I wouldn't do that with overpriced oils, but I'm also like she could have rubbed it on her dog when her friend wasn't there. You know, like I think she was just
Yeah.
like, it's nice, I'm putting it on my dog.
I think it's also partially just like even the need to feel better than people,
And
being
there
like,
is
I
that,
need to buy a
yes.
house in Beverly Hills or Bel Air, where it's like your husband is literally sitting next to you saying it's not a good decision right now, which means you don't financially, that's not a smart move for you to do. But it's like instead, it's like, I need everybody to know I just want a bigger house in a different zip code, not in the valley. And it's like, even a bigger house in Bel Air is going to be astronomically more than the house that you have in the valley.
An apartment in Bel Air. Yeah.
Thank you. Like an apartment in Bel Air.
Yeah.
Thank you. So that's why I was like, it's the tone deafness for me.
No, and that's why I
Yeah.
said like know the room.
Yeah.
Because like I do
Yeah.
like Sky, but I think she's saying things around people that are like there's no way for it to not be offensive.
Also, justice for Trader Joe's.
Literally.
What'd she say? When did Trader Joe's catch a
No,
stray?
I'm just saying nobody mentioned that when they were going.
They were
to
like,
the
Ralph's,
grocery
Bonds,
store.
Well, she was talking about Erewhon. There's like
Gelson's,
10 steps below Erewhon. There's
Whole
Gelson's.
Foods.
Yeah, there's
I was like, nowadays, in today's economy, groceries are expensive everywhere.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Sorry.
My thing about Sky is like there's a way to playfully make fun of the Valley.
She's not making fun.
And she's not making fun. She
Yeah.
genuinely hates it. Like I
She
love
looks
to
down
make
on it.
Yeah, like I love to make fun of
Literally.
the Valley because
yeah,
I
looking
She's
just
a-
down.
she's a
She
pun.
wants to
Yeah.
be up high, looking down.
She
on
did
the
say the
valley.
tissue
She
thing,
does
and I
live
was
here,
like,
so.
oh,
Yeah, I love to make fun of
Oh,
the
yeah, the
Valley, but
tissue.
just because like I think it's funny, even though if no one else does. But like for her
We'll
to
see you
like
here in 8
genuinely
years.
hate.
The
I know that's
tissue-
the funny
the
thing.
tissue
I'm
thing
here all the
was-
time is why I do it. But it's like for her, it's like, girl, you're on a show called The Valley. And who didn't Gigi say that? Yeah.
I love the fact that Sky's like, Gigi, you can't smoke here, and then she's like, I'm gonna go smoke with you. Like, I think that's just like, this is TV gold for me. But
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun to watch. Also,
It's very entertaining.
yeah, big fan of Amir and Natasha.
Love
yeah,
Amir and
I like them a
Natasha.
lot.
I think that'll do it for today's episode. Thank you to our guest, Amir and Natasha, as well as Bailey Taylor. Also, don't forget, if you want to check us out live on May 6th, myself, my lovely wife, and the cast of the upcoming season of Temptation Island. It's going to be scandalous, wacky, wild, and fun, and live. And you can get tickets now. Get them while they're available. Go to our link in bio on our show description or just like our Instagram or something like that.
Oh my God,
Cool.
Natalie, you're gonna be
Mhm.
so pregnant by then.
Whoa, yeah.
Temptation
Island.
Island.
Yeah.
They're gonna be doing body shots off of each other, and Natalie's just gonna be like, "Yeah."
Off
I'm
of
gonna be
Natalie's
like, my belly
belly.
button is
Natalie's
super
belly.
out. If
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
All right, do you think they'll ever bring a pregnant person on Temptation Island?
That's crazy.
No, it is crazy.
I don't know if
it is
They
Temptation
will.
Island.
That could be
so-
interesting. That
Temptation
could be an
Island.
interesting curveball.
All right, well, we will see you next week. Bye-bye. Hey guys, if you loved what you listened to, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.